Hello and welcome to Voicetv Nigeria. Today I present to you more updates concerning the president-elect of Senegal, talking about Bassirou Diomaye Faye. Okay, let's take a chronological order of how he got to the seat of presidency. Yes, in 2014, Usman Sonko, who was then 39 years, invited his friend and fellow tax worker Diomaye Faye, who was 34 years as at that time, and other political newbies to form a political party called PASTEF. The party was led by Sonko and dominated by young Senegalese. Faye was the Secretary General, while Sonko was the leader. In 2019, Sonko stood as a presidential candidate of PASTEF, while Faye was his campaign manager. At the presidential election, Sonko finished third with 687,523. That's about 15.67% votes behind President Macky Sall, who was first, and a former Prime Minister Idrissa Seck, who came as second. Now, in 2022, PASTEF participated at the National Assembly election and won 56 out of 165 seats. It became clear that Sonko was in strong position to win the 2024 presidential election. In 2023, President Sal's government convicted Sonko on a Trump-up charge just to block him from running for president. The government equally arrested Bassirou Diomaye Faye and imprisoned him just to keep them out. By July 2023, the government disbanded PASTEF as a political party. Yes. Later that year, the government disqualified Sonko from running for president, citing the conviction. But Sonko and PASTEF had a backup plan, which was Faye. Yes, Faye was the backup plan. Faye was sponsored as backup candidate president, while Sonko challenged his disqualification at the court. Though the court reversed it, the government didn't implement the reversal. On March 14, that is 10 days to the election, the government released Sonko and Faye from jail. Immediately they were released, Sonko and PASTEF announced Faye as their candidates. They campaigned for just 9 days and was backed by young people of Senegal. So, you see, that was how Bassirou Diomaye Faye became president of Senegal today.
I have made so that I will never disappoint you. Tribute must also be paid to our elders who fought for the advent of Senegalese democracy. They laid the solid foundations for an independent nation and the rule of law, which is shaken at times, but still standing. We are indebted to them for the values of freedom, justice, and progress that they have given us as a legacy. That is why we must know the successes and exchanges of our predecessors and the human paths they have followed, since we are the results of all their efforts. That is why Senegal won on 24th of March, 2024. I am aware that the results of the ballot box express a deep desire for systemic change. Through my election, the Senegalese people have embarked on the path of building a just Senegal, a prosperous Senegal in a progressive Africa. And in this work of building a new Senegal, I will work tirelessly to preserve peace and national cohesion. I will bear in mind that our most precious resource remains the stability of our country. I will mobilize Senegalese here and in the diaspora around a unifying national project oriented towards a future serene. Through the promotion of the spirit of work, ethics in management, discipline, and love of the homeland.
The process wasn't a smooth one, but it was worth it. So, this should be a wake-up call to every Nigerian youth out there. This shows that you should be resilient in whatever you have decided to put yourself out for. Yes, Basiru Dumaifai is a good example of a dogged spirit, a dogged African spirit that never gives up. Yes, it was a collaborated effort between Sonko, Faye and the rest, but he came out strong, being 44, being the youngest president. So he is all over the papers. But when you go back history, when we take the chronological order, you will find out that it wasn't easy, but then he came out strong. So I want you to give a comment to the story. What do you feel? Do you think yes, he fought a good fight? What do you say to other African aspirants, other young people aspiring for leadership in government? What do you have to tell them? And as you do so, give a thumbs up to the subscription button and follow us up on every other social media platforms. I am Patience Obot for Voicetv Nigeria.